everyone, Solomon here. It's January 2025, Wednesday, and I'm just here looking at this guide to understanding retirement investing, and it's just this basic bitch retirement guide. Just dump all your money in the S&P 500, and that's it. Their stocks here, 80%. Aggressive growth funds, small company stocks, blue chip stocks. I would say blue chip stocks are your best bet. Bonds, cash, whatever. Low risk, low reward. You never really get anywhere. Hi, Solomon here. So, I probably have enough to retire as a disclosure. And I'm hitting 40 years old. What did I learn looking back? I learned that it's about the journey, not the destination. Outside of working, I lack purpose. Even on my days off, I don't know what to do with myself. I just go to the gym. Mostly. The highlights of my life. My time is like go to Starbucks, get a coffee, or McDonald's and get a coffee there and just chill. And that would be my whole day. Sometimes I collect unemployment and just chilled there. Just went to the gym. I went to Lifetime Fitness, and I would just work out and just chill for the rest of the day. Avoid bad spending habits and just work out my body. And that's all I would do. Just nothing really innovative, nothing really flashy. I would just be allergic to spending money, and those days are gone. I'm not 34 anymore. I'm not 35 anymore. Then COVID hit, and that was it. After COVID hit, everyone turned into a Karen, and dating wasn't cool anymore. Social isolation, quarantine and stuff. People turned into Karens. Entitled. You had to be 6 feet tall, making $200,000 a year. Everything got all fucked up. People became delusional. They thought, no, people got worse after COVID. There's no compassion. All of a sudden, you need to be like Michael Jordan, or no girl's gonna go out with you. Dating life, non-existent, and it's just everyone's fucked. Men go their own way. So the whole dating situation, the whole narrative is fucked. And it was destined to be fucked. I already knew that. That's why I never really took it seriously. Although there is a movie, All My Life, starring Harry Shum as Solomon Chau, who dies of cancer after getting married. In any event, in my Solomon Chau timeline, I don't get married and just live a single life, which is what people don't want to see. A guy just enjoying himself, frolicking in the wilds, and just doing his own thing to better himself. Society doesn't want to see that. They want to see husband and wife getting married, and in American standards getting divorced, and the guy has to pay child support and alimony and spousal support, and, engage in this perverse incentive where the woman just gets everything and the guy's just thrown out on the street with nothing but a shirt on. Has happened before, not to me, just me or just anyone. It's just happened to doctors. Happened to my doctor, professor in college. He had several different baby mamas, several different children, and of course he had tons of child support to pay. Um, that's what happened when he became a doctor. He grew up poor in Puerto Rico and all this whatnot, and someone found him, rescued him, basically. A white person, a Caucasian, a person had to like rescue his ass, out of there, and pay for his medical school so he could become a doctor, basically. And there you have it. So, was the guy a complete saint when he turned into a doctor? No. After work, he used his genius to be a doctor, but after work, he probably became like Bill Cosby or some shit, and couldn't control himself, discovering this newfound like glory and wealth of, having the money of a doctor, and just like went crazy with it, and usually involved chasing around women, having sex, and eventually, birthing, bastard sons and daughters. And that's what happened to him. I expect this to happen with most men who stumble upon money. It's a very sticky, dangerous situation to be in. And I don't know. Whatever. It's so convoluted. The laws and the regulations, the characters out there. It's best if you just tell everyone you're homeless and that you're broke, and maybe it's good that the girl's saying, I don't need no man. You don't want to be her man. It takes too much work. I don't know any other guy like me who never, like, rarely ever calls out for work, doesn't have any sick days, works 365 days a year. I've never seen someone like me before. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It's fucking terrible. I'd rather be the guy that just calls out all the time and has fun, like Zach Morris in Saved by the Bell. With Jesse Spano, with whatever her name is, Call Girls. She just reached a point of burnout. She was the intelligent one, and she got fucked. She got fucked over, being too overly productive. And then one day Zach had to save her from taking pills and shit because she just had too much anxiety, and from doing all this SAT and trying to keep up with the homework. You just translate that scenario to like real life adult, working situations. It's just like, what's it all for if you're just going to, break down, hysterically? And it's just like, was any of this shit worth it? And who's the guy alive? Who's the guy who's doing okay? Mario Lopez. He did football and shit. He is the Tyrone. He is the Chad. Or arguably Zach Morris. Who's the Chad of Saved by the Bell. And it's just like, they both have it okay. It's just that being one end of the opposite extreme just kind of fucks you over. Approaching my 40s, getting up there, it's just like, I can just leave my work and just retire if I really wanted to, and just live like as a homeless guy. But is it worth it? Have some guys done it? Yeah, you just wander around being a digital nomad, and to me there's just something is lacking, some kind of like ethical social environment. It's just kind of like you don't have an identity, you just do whatever you want, which is cool, but at the same time you don't have something to fall back on, like a purpose, a brand name, something like to identify yourself. Just like, hey, I'm just some guy trying to survive. And it's just like, I'm retired, which is the same place where I didn't want to be. Like, doing nothing is the same thing I didn't want to be doing, after I graduated, high school. I really wanted a job. I wanted to start up my thing, get a career going. But, it was 2008 and the job market was shitty. Is that really something that I really wanted, just to stay at home and do nothing? No. I would be playing video games. And then throughout my, 10, 14 years of existence, now 16 years, because you graduate college at the age of 22-ish, so 30, I had 8 years plus 10 years, still 18 years, okay? To reach 40 years old, so, I've been around, and adults, they just work all day, and that's what I'll continue to be doing, because I don't have much of an identity outside of working. And if I continued this path, it would just be like, retirement is just another form of laziness, Netflix and chill. How many times, I'm only into some certain, things to watch on genres on Netflix. Like, I'm super into Squid Game, and autistically into Squid Game, and everything else I just kind of like, It's hard for me to get into things to watch on Squid Game or Crunchyroll or something. It's just, it has to be worth my time. The underlying message and theme of the video has to be impactful, has to be insightful, has to be deep, deep learning. Otherwise, I don't like just to watch things for entertainment, for the purposes of entertainment, like Gladiator. What's the story behind it? Ancient Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, actually gave the gladiators wooden swords so that they won't hurt themselves during training and kill each other prematurely. How compassionate of him. Move down lines. What would this money be for? Like a 401k. I would not spend it. Simply, I would not spend it and just accumulate, let it roll, compound interest year after year, and being an extreme cheapskate, this and that. Again, I would just live a bare minimum life, and, is that what I really want? No, I would just realistically just hang out at McDonald's or Starbucks, getting free Wi-Fi, just doing this digital nomad thing. And even then, my content online, like vlogging and blogging, isn't so great. I have almost reached $100. I'm at $86 on my YouTube AdSense wheel. Even though I have enough money to retire, I'm just breaching $100 on YouTube Google AdSense money. And some people do this. They retire from their mainstream job with the industries, and they just be a digital nomad, doing YouTube channels, doing, whatever, computer programming on the side, or helping other people do websites, or Fiverr, or, Upwork. And that's it. I would just continue working. At the age of, you practice fire your whole life. You lived in your parents' house, or maybe you bought home before, post-apocalyptic COVID era. And maybe you did all that, and you paid off your mortgage. You could retire, and then, you reach a place of complacency. You no longer grow as a person, and you become a lazy sack of shit. And, that's fine. Maybe that's what you want to do. I don't know. But, as long as I have this youth and longevity, I wouldn't necessarily just want to retire. I lose a lot out on my identity and just lingering around. Because, again, I've been in these shoes before where I just, like, become stagnant and just become, like, yay, I have nothing to do. I don't have to do anything, literally. Is that what I really want, to do nothing? It's a very strange feeling. It's a very strange oddity. Almost like an odyssey. Humans aren't that simple. You can't just shut yourself off and be like, I'm in retirement mode. Um, you know, being like young looking, I still have the energy to be doing things. And if I'm not, putting myself, reaching my max, reaching for the stars, challenging myself, then I just feel complacent, lazy, entitled. And that's not the kind of person I would want to be. Even if I was super rich, I'd probably, and I was just your average layperson, the skills and IQ and the SAT scores of the average ass person, I would still probably pick up a part-time job at Costco or something, or like an Apple store or something reputable, just to have an identity, a day-to-day identity. You wake up in the morning and you just, what would you be doing except going to the gym every day? It's just like, huh. So this is what rich people do. Some rich people just go play tennis or pickleball. Older people, but they have their excuses. They're old and shit. But when you're young, you still have that energy. Energy to burn. If you're not working on your personal brand, you might as well just be working for someone else. Or maybe you want to travel the world. I don't know. I've never been a travel the world person. I don't pick up languages well. I don't trust people. People are trying to scam and grift, and it's just like, shit. Yeah, if you have retirement money, that means like 99% of the rest of the world is fucking poor, and they're trying to scam you because they're fucking poor and they're desperate, and they need a means to survive, and you're their new victim. So fuck it, just be poor, be homeless, tell everyone you're broke, rinse and repeat, and yeah, have an identity, invent an identity, I guess. Pick up a hobby, pursue something you like, and it's worth failing. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Even if you do hit that retirement money, fuck, you need an identity. And I mean it. It's just weird. It's lingering around. It's nomading. Have a personal brand. This is, something to think about. Hopefully you'll reach your retirement money as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace out.